Hi, and thanks for tuning in to our live radio show. Moments of Clarity with Tiffany will begin in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Kindly take this opportunity to share this show on your platforms because change can only come when we stand together as one, especially when it comes to ending the stigma on mental health.
You are not alone, and help is out there.
Kids have mental health issues, and we also need to learn coping skills.
Let's get started and let the show begin. See you soon.
Don't put yourself down, time for a change. Believe in yourself, time to rearrange. Be your best friend, bring hope to your day. Lose your critic, get out of your way. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself be kind, it will please your mind. Find your joy, trust in you. Put in the time, you'll see how you grow. Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, your soul will align. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Warner. I am a licensed mental health counselor, and I'm your host. And today, our guest is from Mumbai, India. A good friend of mine and an identity brand identity designer who has helped with my show and a lot of friends that I know. And I'm just going to informally introduce Jaison Thomas. Jaison, thank you so much from in Mumbai, India. I saw you jamming back there when I had the funky music on. Like I saw that. You're like, I never get to see you do that. That's pretty funny. You didn't know I was watching though, but
Yeah.
we are going to wait for Tan Talk Radio to log in before we formally go live on the radio. But it's so nice to have you here, and all you guys watching are welcome to leave your comments on the side or even call in at 866-826-1340. When the radio comes in, I'll repeat the phone number, but we accept live callers and as well as chats. If you have any questions, we'll display them across the screen, kind of like this. And Moments of Clarity with Tiffany is on every Thursday, Friday from 12 to 1. So we'll be on tomorrow at noon as well. And I'm looking forward to a wonderful show because we're talking about the dark side of entrepreneurship. And I'm an entrepreneur. And it doesn't mean that it's scary or whatever, but there's other sides of being an entrepreneur that everyone thinks it's all glamorous, but sometimes it's all not. But we'll talk about the good and the bad. And I want to say hi to Summit Innovations. Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching and thank you for leaving a comment. And that's from me to Jaison. Hello, everyone. So Summit Innovation goes, "Hi Jason, last time you were on, I really enjoyed the show." Me too. And Abby Gadia. Good morning, Tiffany and Jason. Interesting topic today. It is. Thank you, Abby from Seattle. And happy birthday almost, Abby. I know that it is Sunday. So let me know when you get something on your doorstep. It's supposed to be coming. It might show up today. Just letting you know. Anyway, so it's like the range. So it's either you get the birthday gift that gets delivered early or late. Better early than late. So and the bigger one's your wedding gift. Anyway, so hopefully Bobby will log in and we'll get started with the radio. Let me find out where he is. He is did not find the email. Let me do this really quick. So Jason,
No problem.
a bit about yourself really quick.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Jaison Thomas, and I'm from Mumbai. I'm a brand identity designer. You may not have heard this term used a lot because it's a specialized skill set. It's also known as visual identity. It's some people also call it corporate identity. So basically, we create a logo and a system around the logo, it's a more cohesive way of approaching the visual side of a company. So we help you understand how it should look, the feel, what kind of colors to use, how effective to use it, and stuff like that. So are we logged in?
No,
Do
yeah,
you want to keep
it's honestly
it?
it's Bobby said he didn't get the from Tantalk Radio said they didn't get the link, but I sent it all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
So now
That's
I'm late on
okay.
the
That's okay,
radio.
Tiffany. Yeah.
And
I'm
here he
I'm
is.
glad
Okay,
that
start the show, Jay.
I'm
Here's Bobby. Hey Bobby, if you kindly unmute, we could start the radio show. Hope you didn't have to pause.
Here on Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network. That's patsy.radio@gmail.com.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner, licensed mental health counselor in the state of Florida. Moments of Clarity's mission is to educate and end the stigma on mental health through the inspirational stories of our exceptional guests. You can join in the show by calling Tiffany toll-free at 866-826-1340 or on Facebook and Twitter at MOC with Tiffany. Now, here's Tiffany Werner.
Hello and welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Werner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and your host. And today we are going to be talking about the dark side of entrepreneurship with a brand identity designer and corporate identity designer from Mumbai, India, and a good friend of mine. But before I formally introduce him, I want to say hi to Bobby at Tan Talk Radio.
Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. What happened? I sent the link to everyone to zoom in, and then I was kind of like, did you have to cover for me for like 2 minutes trying to figure out where I am?
No, we filled the time. We put
Okay.
some extra spots on there, and we brought you right on, and now it sounds great.
Yeah. You remember Jason from?
Yes, I do. Last time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to wish Ed a happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Yes.
Ed. And Bobby's filling in for Ed today. But I always love to have Bobby. Bobby's been with me since day one. You were just a little guy then, and
Yes.
you now.
Barely reaching over the board here.
Yeah, well, I mean, not quite. You were like,
I'm just kidding.
Going off to college, and then came back from technology full sail college in UCF, right?
UCF, yep.
Yeah, studying all the radio stuff, and now you're back and doing it again, and it's so nice. And always kept in touch, always supported everything, and I love you, Bobby.
Love you too.
Nice
Happy to be here.
Thanks. And if everybody, if you call in, leave feedback on the chats or call in at 866-826-1340. Once again, 866-826-1340, and say hi to Bobby when you do. And thanks so much, Bobby. And so let me introduce my guest. Here we go. So my guest here is Jaison, a good friend of mine from Mumbai, India. He's a self-taught brand identity designer, and design brand identity is also termed as corporate identity or virtual identity. He solves visual identity problems for clients and was hired by clients from aerospace, broadcasting, retail, banking, financial industry, just to name a few. And I know that a lot of people don't know what brand identity design means, just until you kind of get it. And as knowing him and watching him build other brands and identities for colleagues and other friends and other companies, I understand it now and how important it is to have your brand there. But we're also talking about the dark side of entrepreneurship, which Jaison hosts a room on Clubhouse. So welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany, Jaison Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to be here. I want to say hi to Bobby. Thank you so much. So great to see you again. And Ed, I watched him throughout all our episodes. I watch it when I'm not the guest. And Ed, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing and helping Tiffany out. And Tiffany, I must say, you look refreshing. It's always, you're such a lovely person to meet and talk to, and you're
Oh,
such an
thank you.
amazing person just to be around. So I appreciate what you're doing. I really support the show, and I'm a big fan of Moments of Clarity. Not just because you are a friend, I would have still watched it, because you do such an amazing job. So thank you so much for
It's all
helping me.
about the guests. Thank you, Jaison. No, but it's all about the guests. Like, if I wasn't me, I would watch me. Like, but not because I'm hosting it, but because of the guests on the show are always exceptional. Like I learned something and honored to have you here. And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and everything to to support each other. We're friends. Just saying this before we get into this, he's hosting this amazing club like room on Clubhouse and having guests, and he does it every day except Thursday and Friday, so he doesn't interfere with Moments of Clarity with it. And so friends support each other. So let's hear a little bit about what brought you into this kind of dark side of entrepreneurship and the topic. And also, I'm on his show as a guest February 2nd, next Wednesday. So I really promote Clubhouse like way too much because there's a lot of guests that come on and have rooms on Clubhouse. They should be like sponsoring the show, I think, just saying, because they bring a lot of attention to that app. But that's another story. But please, what about entrepreneurship? Jaison?
Yes, yes. So, so Tiffany, yes, you are a guest on the 2nd of Feb at 12 Eastern Standard Time, and I have a few other guests as well. So now I was pulling myself away from the fact that I was scared of speaking in public and to communicate and articulate my thoughts. Now, as a designer, I've always been behind the screen, and I help my clients out. So coming in front of the screen and being the face of my brand, which I am, but I was not vocalizing it or saying it really. It took me a lot of courage to do it. So yes, I didn't do this alone. A lot of people helped me to face my inner fear and take that as a challenge. And when the year started, Tiffany, if you remember, we had this conversation. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and face all my fears and not really worry about any sort of, you know, repercussions associated to it. I
Yeah,
just simply don't care. I'm just gonna go ahead with it, and what's the worst could happen?
it took
So
you a
really
little
the
bit to get there. It did. It took you a little bit to get there, but
uh,
something happened that kind of pushed you and was like, "Now I'm gonna start now." Like, you were considering it for a little bit
yeah,
and planning and putting your ducks
yeah,
in a row, but but keep going.
Yes.
I'm just saying it's not so easy for anybody to follow your dream and to reach your full potential
Yeah.
and pursue something and take those risks. And you were experiencing that. I think we all do. And
Yeah.
then it feels good when we do. But though I do remember that is what I'm saying. So
So I had a yeah, I'm
go
so
on.
sorry, Tiffany. I didn't
No, keep
mean to
going,
cut
keep
you off.
going.
So what happens? See, I'm always truthful to everyone. I don't lie. So I had a very terrible experience with one individual, and I asked myself how long I'm gonna hold on to myself and not fight my fears when it comes to saying how you feel, because I felt that whenever I used to say things, people used to misunderstand me, or people have a different perception about the way, or maybe they make something else out of it. My intention is always pure. I want to be genuinely be helpful, but I used to get a lot of backlashes. So with that
Yeah,
experience,
I can say that with you, what I love about you is your transparency and honesty. But a lot of people don't like to be told the exact truth, They want people to
yeah,
sugarcoat it or whatever. But
yeah,
with you, you'll tell somebody, like, if, for instance, with me, pictures for a promo or whatever, and he's like, no, those don't look good, or you're not promoting yourself the right way, or you need to change this or change that, or that looks tacky or whatever. He's straight up front, but I'm not a sensitive person, so I don't take it offensively. I mean, what do I need to change? um and I appreciate your honesty, but there's some people who are like, what? Like, so with the brand identity, it's with our company where when we're starting a company, or we want to get our name or our market, our product, whatever it is out there, everything needs to kind of co line up. Like, the name tag on Twitter and Instagram and everything should be familiar, all the same, or the banner, the post should kind of all like be your thing, your brand, your logo, your identity. And I never really caught on to that for a little bit, like, until I started interviewing people, and I'm like, how do I find you on social media? And then their Twitter handle is different from their social media, their Facebook, to then their LinkedIn and everything. And it's like, how would anybody know that they're all over the place if you can't find them? Right? Things like that. But that one person, that incident that happened where they told you you couldn't, then you're like, well, yes, it's time to show people I can. And I can't wait to hear about that and where we move forward from that. But it's time for our first break, and we will be back with Moments of Clarity in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
You're listening to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner. We welcome your input at 866-826-1340. Tiffany will be right back after this.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hello, my name is Lucy Lopes, and I'm a real estate agent that supports ending the stigma on mental health with Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. I am also passionate about helping you buy or sell your home. With times being so difficult, I'm here to help. Contact me at lucylopes.com. That's LUCYLOPES.com. Let me assist you through this pandemic and know that you are not alone.
If you're a show host, gamer, live streamer, podcast host, or radio show host that would like your message to get out and reach up to 30 platforms, then there's an affordable way to do that. It's called Restream. Restream makes it easy to broadcast professional live videos from your browser to multiple social platforms at once. Start your live show with guests, brand it with logos and overlays, and create an interactive experience for your audience. Learn more at Restream.io and mention Moments of Clarity for special offers.
Hi, this is Tiffany Werner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at MOC with Tiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one.
Are you looking for a great book? If you like to root for the underdog, Joe Potosi's book is a book for you. A real American Odyssey that will grab your attention with its fast-moving narrative. You won't be able to put this masterpiece down. When the Dust Settled by Joe Potosi. Go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Zulin Press.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
We are back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner. To join in the discussion, call 866-826-1340. Now, here's Tiffany Werner.
Hello and welcome back, and thanks for tuning in to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Werner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and your host. And today we're talking about the dark side of entrepreneurship. And that is the title of my guest's clubhouse room. And it doesn't mean that it's the dark side, the bad. It's talking about entrepreneurship and all its entity. And with an brand identity designer from Mumbai, India, good friend of mine, and welcome back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany, Jaison Thomas.
Thank you, Tiffany. Yes. So
before we left,
yeah,
really quick to recap, we were talking about how it took you a lot to push yourself forward and to follow your dream, and someone had kind of told you that they didn't think you could. And let's hear your story about look at you now, kind of. And don't forget, you get a bell every time you send Moments of Clarity. So
I know.
Let's see what happened with that.
Yes, absolutely. So as Tiffany says it, she was in my clubhouse room yesterday, and she said it took me hammer, to make this happen. So it was not easy.
No, because you were saying that it took someone to push you, like a small push, and I said no, it took a sledgehammer to get you going, like making like a lot harder than a small push. But Shelly from LinkedIn comments, "I believe you in you, Jaison." And hi, Shelly. Thanks for watching on LinkedIn, and we're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter Live right now if you want to watch virtually. But yeah, it took a sledgehammer, in my opinion, no more than just a little push. But once you crossed over that line of feeling uncomfortable, I think that that's like gotten you the fire under your belt, and really, you've really launched. I'm really proud of you.
Absolutely. It did take me a while just to get comfortable, being discomfortable or uncomfortable. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. So I wanted
you have to be comfortable. Jaison, you're frozen a little, but that's why I keep doing this. But yeah, it takes you to feel uncomfortable in order to, when we are scared about something, we have to force ourselves to be uncomfortable in order to get used to feeling comfortable. Because if we don't challenge ourselves, we're not going to move forward in life. If we live in fear, if we let fear take over things, and we have to challenge ourselves, and it's an amazing feeling, because there's some things I've avoided in the past. It's such an amazing feeling when we know we have the ability to surprise ourselves and accomplish something we never thought we could. And hey, you're back.
I'm so sorry. The internet connection sometimes,
It's not.
Yeah.
Well, you're only across the globe, so I told you we'd probably be dealing with that. But anyway.
Yeah. So I want to quickly let the audience know, why I named it the dark side of entrepreneurship. First of all, I found this name as a title in another room, and I was deeply inspired. And I went and I spoke out. Yeah, fear. Yes, yes, Shelly. Yes, false evidence appearing real. Yes, yes. So yeah, I felt the same thing. So I went in this room, I spoke, and that title really hooked me because I started to ask myself, you see all these flashy stuff by entrepreneurs, and nobody is actually telling you the dark side. Because as being an entrepreneur is not easy. It requires you to be consistent. It requires you to be patient. It requires a lot of failures and a lot of attempts which you have to consistently make. So
Mhm.
I think this is something which people are not addressing. I wanted to make a room, so keeping two things in mind. The first thing was, how can I reach out to entrepreneurs? How can I hear their story? Okay, how can I understand their pain points? Okay, as a business owner, so that I can relate to it. How can I promote their business? Because you cannot win things alone. If you want to grow, you need to start pulling people up first, and that's how you rise. You pull
Yes.
people first from below. And I'm not saying that you're superior. Try to drag, try to pull people up first, and that's how you rise. And that's my learning, and I want to apply that learning. I want to network, I want to market. My business and my creativity does offer a lot of value to people, but I don't think people know me that well. So I want them to, start getting to know me. I want them to understand what I do, and I'm a good friend, and I think by having me around, I think I help people. I motivate them. I encourage them, and I support what you do too. I really appreciate entrepreneurs who are in this journey trying to stand up, on your own feet. So
Yeah. And everything you said was spot on. And just you froze for a little bit again. I know it's the internet. It's not your fault. But
yeah,
I just didn't know
I
it's
want to
you.
let.
Like, it's do you leave someone frozen like with the like a funny face, or do you cover up and be like just sitting here listening? But no, what you're saying though is very right on. And not only do you need to support each other, it's kind of who you know, you network, all of that, but also really taking time to invest in ourselves. You've taught me that. Like, there's sometimes people don't want to spend money on themselves or like to grow their company, and you're like, Tiffany, you need to invest in yourself in order to grow, like to
Absolutely,
chance yourself.
100%, 100%.
And yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that when we have the time, I want to also give our audience one of these three common misconceptions which people have about entrepreneurship, and some sort of myth, or I think what I feel people don't really speak about much. So I wanted to address that. But you can continue, Tiffany, and I'll say that once you're finished.
What? Take the
Please
three
continue.
things. I'm listening. What are the three things?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just getting used to this public
I'm
speaking
going to
thing.
roll
So,
with this. As soon as you're unfrozen, I'm going to let you talk as much as possible because if you freeze again, I'm going to have to say whatever I'm saying. So let's just go with this while it's working.
yes, yes,
Let's
yes.
do this.
So, so the very first, common misconception, or what people think, not misconception, what people think, business about entrepreneurship is that you're going to make a lot of money. It's a big misconception that whatever you intend to do is going to yield results right away. That's not going to happen. You need to get your business straight. You need to get your pitch straight. That means making people understand what you do as a business, what problem you're solving, and how you add value to their life. People don't buy just because you have a good value proposition. It needs to also connect with them at an emotional level, And that's how branding and marketing comes into place, because it helps you to build that connection. It helps you to have that bond with your audience, because people buy from other people. People don't buy from businesses. When I say people, if they see a reflection of themselves in that individual or that company, and they are able to get the same feeling, that's how they start engaging, because they have to see some sort of emotional connect. So you're not going to make money right away. The second misconception is that you would repeatedly fail, because as an entrepreneur, when you start up, your capital may be low, okay, your resources would be low, and you would probably not have the skill set to make it happen. So you will fail repeatedly. You will try different strategies, and it will keep on failing. So in order to grow, what you need to do is that take a pause,
But
reflect
are you
back on some of
saying
those mistakes.
you're saying you will fail if you try, or that's a myth,
That What I mean
misconception?
is that, not, maybe I use the wrong word. I'm so sorry. What I mean is that, uh, I don't know how to say this, but it's not gonna be like a success at the first attempt. So it's gonna take some time to reach that goal.
Yeah, sometimes, but I don't want to
Yeah.
discourage anybody because there's some. I didn't have that setback and with my counseling center or anything like that. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't always happen, but I've seen other people take time with their private practice. So I don't know. It's just there's some things that take time. Like with the radio show, it's taken me 7 years to get to this point. So I have had to do a lot of this stuff. We have Shelly on the line. Shelly, thank you for calling in and welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Jason. I want to say that I appreciate you and your knowledge because I know you from Clubhouse, and you have helped me tremendously. And you are one of the more patient and knowledgeable people, and I just want to let everyone know that, because I don't know if that's something that is going to come across, but you give so much of yourself and so much of your time individually to people, and I think that is such a gift that you give to people, and I love that about you. To help other people grow in their businesses is something that you want personally, and it's also something that you want professionally, and I love that, and I just want to share that a little bit about you, and thank you.
I agree, Shelly, as I know Jason as well, and I can say Shelly, I agree with everything you said because Jason just one of a kind person, and when he wants to help somebody, he like, puts it all in. Like he'll go above and beyond more than what someone hires him for. And if you guys saw in the virtual, the cool brand that we does an ad that was from Jason logo design, and I'll play that again too. But he's really good at what he does, and if you're watching virtually, I mean, just even some of these graphics that um just posted that, and will tell me when mine look like crap. No, but he's pretty well, he does. But
I
in
actually love his honesty.
I
I
know
love
we were just talking about that too. I do too. I
Yeah,
hate when
like when he says, no, don't wear your hair curly.
don't put on that choker necklace. Don't put your hair in a ponytail. What are you wearing? Why are you black all the time?
I know. I can offend people too sometimes. Like I said yesterday, don't make a thick book, please. I'm
Oh
not
wait,
gonna
okay,
read it.
yeah. I was gonna just share that with our audience and Shelly because I thought Shelly would find this funny. So Shelly's writing a book, and so she sent us a chapter or whatever you want to call it on just to review. And Jason's like, it is too descriptive. I found it boring or whatever. And I found it great because I like description. It's how each to each their own. So he's in this room yesterday, Shelly, and his guest was writing a book. And he's like, don't make it a thick book because I want to be able to read it, not be bored. And first of all, with the accent, they all thought he said something else. But then it was funny because the guest was like, okay, well, it's gonna be what I write, but he just kind of like tells people how it is. So Shelly, write a thick book. I didn't find it boring, but he tells it just how it is, what he thinks about it, But I think that's what when somebody's guiding and consulting us, that's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to tell us that to help us succeed.
That's what makes him so valuable as a brand identity designer.
Mm-hmm.
Because when someone needs that as his service, like to change their identity for their business so they can get more work or start getting work, Jaison sees things in a way that maybe the entrepreneur doesn't. So that's what makes him so valuable, is that he's open and honest and blunt, and he's not going to, dance around things.
Right. And who wants to have their time wasted anyway? You're hiring somebody because you want to get your business going and like you want to get launched and everything, and like you can drag your feet around it. I have another phrase that I usually say, but I can't say it on the radio, but you can usually drag your feet or skirt around it, I guess another way to say it, but or you can just get to the point and then get your stuff together and have it look nice, have it done, and have everything in place so that you can have whatever you're passionate about. Like I know, Shelly, you're a life coach certified. People want, as soon as they get certified, they want their company to grow. They want clients. They why waste time sugarcoating things like that? And in addition, if people are doing it the wrong way, we want to know how to do it the right way. And the honesty and all of that, it comes from a good place. It's not rude or anything. It's just direct. It's funny, in my opinion, because I don't get offended easily, and it's not offensive either when Jaison says it. But I want someone. It's kind of like a coach, and a consultant. You want them to tell you the truth. You want them to tell you what you're doing wrong and how to do it better. And if you're paying someone to do that, you want it to be.
I don't even think it's about what you're doing wrong. I think Jaison helps you up level from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, in my opinion, it was stuff I was doing wrong because I needed to improve it. But we all have room for growth. It wasn't that I was doing it wrong. I could have done it better. Let's just put it that way. And he's right. There's a lot of things. Through 7 years of it, scroll through my Instagram and see it would be a text. Hey, by the way, we're on today. Like to now this promo picture. Like funny. But
so basically, this is the Jaison Thomas fan club right here.
Yes. Well, it's a little larger than just us, but yes, because everyone is a big fan of Jaison.
There's everyone on Clubhouse. I mean, anyone who Jaison is around, I think loves Jaison.
And we go on Clubhouse to support him every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every Saturday through Wednesday, just not Thursday and Friday, because he's so sweet that he doesn't want to have it because it's at noon. He doesn't want to be on at the same time, so he can support Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. But I listen to the show, and I'm not a big fan of Clubhouse, but I'll pop in to listen to his room.
I know. I'm gonna go listen too.
So
anyway, thank you, Shelly, for being here. It's time for our
Yeah,
second break.
I
Let you
couldn't
go.
say thanks to Shelly.
Mhm.
I just wanted to say thanks, Shelly, for calling in. I appreciate those
I love
kind
you
words.
guys.
Love you too, Shelly. Thank you for calling in and
Most
for supporting the show today, especially with Jason on. And we'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna have to let you go. It's time for our second break, and we'll be back with Moments of Clarity with Tiffany in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
We will return to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner after these messages.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
If you are like most people, you worry with the financial challenges you face today. How do you protect your family from financial ruin? How will you reduce your liabilities and get out of debt sooner? And how can you deal effectively with the constant changes in your job, your career, and your business? Overcoming your financial challenges is like building a house. You must build from the ground up. You must learn how to make more money, save more money, grow your money, and protect your money. Forever Forward Financial specializes in teaching you these 4 basic money skills so you can achieve your dreams and end your worry. Call us today and schedule your complimentary, no obligation meeting to discuss your needs and concerns. Call Scott Bigley at 727-422-7761.
Are you having trouble staying sober after you've completed rehab and need a positive environment to help you continue sobriety? At Real Recovery Sober Living, we strive in both community and environment for men in early sobriety to help support you while in early recovery. For only $750 a month, we cover everything you need when it comes to a safe, clean, and accountable environment necessary for success in sobriety. Check out our website at realrecoveryfl.com. That's realrecoveryfl.com. We have 6 locations in Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Brandon, North Tampa, and Bradenton, because everyone deserves a quality, sober living.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment, and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsofclaritywithttiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at MOC with Tiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithttiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one. Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. I'd like to give a shout out to musician, songwriter Don Lawson, who wrote, produced, and performed all the vocals and instruments on my Moments of Clarity theme song. Don gained his inspiration as a mental health counselor himself. He's always looking for artists to record his songs, and you can hear more of Don's music at reverbnation.com/Don Lawson. You can also check him out on Twitter at Don Lawson Music. Thank you so much, Don, for your contribution to Moments of Clarity and ending the stigma on mental health. That's awesome.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Now back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner, licensed mental health counselor. To engage in the conversation, call 866-826-1340. Here's Tiffany.
Hi, and welcome back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Warner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and your host. And today we have a guest from Mumbai, India, who's a brand identity designer and can really help your brand and increase your marketing and your identity, bring it to the next level. And if you're listening radio, he's easy to find. It's at IMJ Designs, like IAM J Designs, and it's on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, I believe, as well. Jaison Thomas, welcome back to Moments of Clarity.
Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, mosquitoes. So it's IMG Designs, and it's constant across everywhere. No matter which social media platform you go, that's all you have to type in. You will be able to find me. And if you want to find out more about what I do, have a look at my work.
The connection's a little bad,
Can
but if you want to, if you go to his Instagram at IMJ Designs, you can see a lot of what he's done for corporate brands, car companies, automobile, and other celebrities, and it's amazing. And
am I? Can you see me
I can
now?
see you, but you're frozen. You look like you're asleep, but I can hear you.
Okay, okay.
So how
So I
about
was
until
just
you
saying,
unfreeze, just talk, and we'll just.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was just saying, so go, go to my website, imjdesigns.co. I have a lot of case studies about the identity projects which I have done. It takes a lot of time to make those case studies, so it will give you a wealth of information on the way we think as identity designers. So again, so I appreciate you guys having me here, and I wanted to add on to that point which I was making on the dark side. I'm still getting a use to this English language, Tiffany. So it's possible I may jumble up words not intentionally, but what I really meant was, it's okay to fail repeatedly, but you will eventually reach success. But if you fail, don't feel bad about it. That is a dark side of entrepreneurship which people don't really talk about, because it's not going to happen right away. If it's take time, it's okay. Find out why you failed, try to learn from it, and make another attempt, and you will eventually reach there. Because when we are persistent and when we are consistent, you will eventually hit the goal. And it can be any skill or anything you want to do as a part of as a part of business, and it's gonna help. The third
Mhm.
point which I wanted to make, entrepreneurs, or people who want to become entrepreneurs, they shy away or they don't go to entrepreneurship purely because they feel their personal life or their family life takes a toll. I agree that it does consume and take too much of your time being an entrepreneur, but I think entrepreneurs also become efficient when it comes to managing work life as well as personal life. That's what I have noticed. Although it may be a little stressful in the beginning, but most of them evolve, and there are family, business owners who have, who spend time with their family and still,
Yeah,
yeah, I have seen
myself
that a lot.
included. A very wise
Yes,
man
yes.
once told me, it was my favorite uncle. He said, "You have to work harder now to work less later when owning your own company." And that it doesn't ever
Mm-hmm.
feel like a job if you love doing it. So that's the dream, is to love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up to a calling rather than an alarm, and you get it all together in place, and then then you can work less because it's kind of clockwork. It's got everything in place, but you have to take time to set it up.
True. I would say that, see, entrepreneurship and business, or when you are trying to manage a business, I think it's more addictive, because as every day passes by, you will be excited what's going to happen next, or what
Mhm.
challenges are going to come next. So, I mean, I kind of agree, but not completely, with what you said, that you will be at like a self-fulfilled place. Maybe some people do reach that spot, but I think majority of the people just really love the energy, and how it makes them feel being in that journey. So I think people just try to just stay and stick to it. That's what I personally have noticed, because there is a sense of joy to live, for a purpose or some sort of goal. And as you always say, that wake up for a calling and not really an alarm every day. I get up every day with the intent that I can provide for my family, have a self-fulfilling life, and I can be around, my parents as much as I can while I'm developing my business and
Mhm.
while I'm doing this. Right?
And what I
That
love
is my
about
vision.
and
Yeah.
what yeah, it's your vision, and it shows, because what I love about your work is that I've seen you with clients that you're building their brand and everything, and you go above and beyond because you want them to look cool. You want them to be successful. You do extra work, and you just, even if they are paying you, and your prices are reasonable as well, but paying you to just come up with a logo, but you're like, but this would help looking cool. This would help. And you've actually really helped some people that I know launch their business where they're actually getting clients, and it's only been a few months. So I would say, yes, it's not, it's just a risk. It's like a roulette table or whatever, gambling. You're not gonna always be successful, but it is better to try and fail than to live with regret for not trying. And Thomas Edison, who built the light bulb, we have electricity, did like, I don't know how many times he tried and failed. And his team was like, well, we are failing. We'll never do this. We failed this many times. And it's like a large number or something. And 700, I think, something like that. And he said, we didn't fail this many times. We've learned this many times how not to make a light bulb. And here we have electricity. Boom. So it's if it's something that you really want and you're passionate about, and you think that, well, this is what I could do. I mean, and you could be your own boss and make your own schedule and all of that. And yes, balancing family and all of that stuff is great. But when you can make your own schedule, then you do balance family. And then you don't have a boss telling you have to come in. And even if you're sick or whatever, you get to figure out when you can take what, without having to ask for time off. That's one of
Yeah,
the bright sides of
it's one of the
entrepreneurship.
yes, yes, yes.
But the
You
dark
know,
side
I
behind that is if you don't work, you don't get paid. So, you know,
mhm. I read this article by Harvard Business before actually researching on this title, and I'm just gonna ask you for your opinion, Tiffany. The article stated that people who want to become entrepreneurs are generally difficult employees. What do you think? I feel I am in a difficult employee because I want it to be done a certain way, and maybe I have something more I can contribute, and sometimes you try to get restricted within those four walls. I'm just asking, like, what do you think as an entrepreneur? Were you a difficult employee?
I was never a difficult employee. I felt kind of caged, like I wanted to be more creative, and the supervisor that I had was always trying to just stick to the book and the guidelines or whatever. So I felt like I could do so much more to help others rather
Hmm,
than
hmm.
what they wanted to do because they had grants from companies, residential facilities, correctional facilities, all this stuff and guidelines to follow. And like I wanted to run creative groups or, just different things. So um I have to follow the guidelines for my license in the state of Florida and everything like that as a therapist, but I get to do things the way I was trained, the in my style, and not what style they're telling you to do. Like when I had a boss, they were trying to tell me to use only cognitive behavioral therapy. And I like to be solution focused. I like to use all different plethoras of different therapies that apply to each individual, not just one therapy for just everyone. I like to individualize and be a good therapist for each individual, not just a textbook that we go by. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And
Hmm.
then you kind of sometimes feel like you outgrew your boss, you're smarter than them. Like that's not fun to work for somebody that you think that you know more or it's pretty evident, that kind of stuff.
And they
But
feel very threatened because
but I mean,
my
I never
my
burned a bridge. I never would slack at work or anything like that. And
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not
When
my
I when
style.
I
No.
when I said a difficult employee, like I didn't mean like an actual difficult employee. What I mean is like somebody who has more potential, and exactly what you said, like who been like I felt caged. Like I also felt the same thing. I felt that there is so much more I can do to help you grow your business, and you're just trying to limit my potential. And I was like, if I have to put this energy in, I'll just invest in myself. And if you go on Instagram, I made a video about investing in yourself. You should invest in your business. In investing in your brand is the biggest investments you can make in business. So,
Who else better to
to
invest
grow,
in besides yourself, right? Jason, we're running low on time, so we have to 1 minute, and then I have to close up the show. So please follow Jason at imjdesigns.co, and he's on Instagram at imjdesigns.co. And if you're watching this, please share this show to your platforms. Change can only come when we stand together as one. And I highly recommend giving Jason a message, and you can find him on Instagram at IMJ Designs and see his work and message him. And if you're looking to improve your vision and your brand identity, it's important if you want to be successful to have one. It does. And it's never too late to improve and follow your dreams and see if you have an idea, if it could come into fruition. Watch your dreams to grow into fruition, and Jason can help do that. And thank you so much from Mumbai, India. And I'm gonna close with playing his ad after the closing things. We have 2 minutes left, so thank you, Jason. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 to 1 p.m. And tomorrow's guests, if you've ever heard of TEDx Talks or things like that, This Is My Brave is another platform where people get up and be brave and tell their story. It's kind of like a TEDx talk. And we have the founders of This Is My Brave coming on Moments of Clarity with Tiffany tomorrow to discuss what the charity is, what the platform is, and their upcoming event in Los Angeles in 2022. So tune in tomorrow, and I'll see you guys. Be kind to yourself and to a stranger. You never know what they're going through. Take care.
Now I hear clarity. Now I get it. Moments of clarity. To yourself, be kind. It will please your mind. Don't put yourself down, time for a change. Believe in yourself, time to rearrange. Be your best friend, bring hope to your day. Lose your critic, get out of your way. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself, be kind, it will please your mind. Find your joy, trust in you. Put in the time, you'll see how you grow. Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, your soul will align. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity.